Ahoy there, I'm TinyPirate. Welcome back to our Let's Play of Planetbase. Since you last joined me, I have let things run just a little bit to clear out the fork disease problem, which was just going to be a grind to watch. I have built another large windmill over here, just because we were starting to get a little low on power, and I took the time to throw down a large starport, and with them costing 10 metal, and taking about half a year to blooming throw that metal together, I thought, wow, we'll just build through that, record through that, get things underway. There has been a bit of an accident. A meteorite hit right here, and it took out 2 of our colonists when it did so. So everyone's feeling a little glum. You can probably see they're walking around with all sad faces, and I tore down the trees here so I could throw up more food. I'm going to fix that all shortly, as you'll see. We have a bot workshop underway. We have 1 bot done and another coming. So I'm feeling really chuffed. I mean, what do we got here? We got 26 colonists, active bot workshop. Spares are actually being built. Don't you worry, dear watchers. If you've seen my other seasons, you'll know I have a thing for spares. And no one's critically injured except for that guy. Just had an injury in the mine. So yeah, and we've got visitors going to be coming soon. I better make sure I've turned them on so that we can... come on, visitors. So that we can, bring them in and they can pay us money. So we better pay... whoa, what are we going to do? Throw down a simple multi-dome here to cheer everyone up. And I can't fit a larger... Oh, I can fit it. Oh. Well, why not? It's cheap enough. We don't have to fully stock it. And if we get that up and running, then we'll be in a good place to... Well, I know power's low. What can I do about it? Yeah, the wind has stopped. If we get that up and running, then everyone will cheer up and our lives will be a bit better. It's clear to me now that we also need to get another mine up. This one is occupied at all times, so it does make sense. I'm hoping that these miners can busy mine while robots carry the metals in, which would be pretty good. We're starting to get a bit of a surplus of raw materials as well. So the next thing after this multi-dome is going to be another processing plant, and then I think another airlock over here. That should pretty much square everything away. And if the wind doesn't pick up, I think we're going to run out of power. Yep, what do you know? I am prescient. Disable everything except for oxygen. Doesn't really matter if there's not much turning over here. Oh, we'll get there. We should have plenty... Well, maybe not plenty. We should have some metal. Come on, people. Churn it out. Let's have a look here. We're just going to have to wait till morning. Turn on the grid. Okay, that's pretty good now. I like that this gets terraformed as you plop down things. A little bit of gentle terraforming is always appreciated. How are we looking over here? Nothing... Okay, these things got fixed. There was a damaged one. So that is good. That'll keep the power output up for the day. Are we going to top out these 3 collectors? If we top them out, we need to build another one. And I'm a bit worried about overnight power. How are we looking? I mean, that's quite a long way to go to top out. It might be that we need more collectors. But everyone's so glum that it really is kind of important that we cheer them up a bit first, I think. They're all looking very sad. And my single pot plant and my TV over here don't seem to be helping. Here comes a trading ship. Don't they just look the best? Slow things down so I can admire this thing. Yeah, brilliant. Whoa. Well, let's get it. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a whoa. That's kind of cool. Inside the water dome. I'm going to try that again. Haha. Awesome. It should allow like a healthy scenery viewing platform and cheer everyone up. Never mind. So yeah, this is trader. What's it going to get us? I have been trading away gentle amounts of stuff because we do get a bit of a build up right now. Not of food, unfortunately. Got to keep an eye on that. So I've been doing a bit of gentle trading just to give us a bit of money to play with in case we do need it. I suspect we're okay on food. I suspect we will need it. Now, I wish we could get some more materials for our production over here, but that's not going to be the case today. What am I saying? It will be the case today, but not today in game, because it's almost nightfall. And yes, these guys are taking this one at a time. Come on. And I don't want to... Well, I can't throw a T-junction. What am I saying? A T-junction. I can't throw an airlock over here. I won't throw an airlock off this, because this really needs to be a processor. The airlock's going to have to come after these get built. Not far here. Not far. But I suspect this processor is our bottleneck. If everyone wasn't so sad, that's what I'd be building. But it looks like everybody is still sad. Despite my generous provision of a TV. Can I give them another pot plant to look at, maybe? Come on. Who? Oh, look at that. 2 pot plants. I'm sure that will mean that 2 people can look at a pot plant at a time, which would be brilliant. How sad are these individuals? Let me see if I can click on one. Oh, one of them's orange sad, which I think is really bad. And that was just because of a blimmin' meteorite. That's kind of depressing and annoying. If I lose people to it, I'll be pretty annoyed. That'd be some bad luck. Okay, so a night came, night's halfway through, and we must have... Oh, its power's actually still going up. So as long as we get a strong wind, we're okay. I want to check the end of the day, because I want these solar panels to buffer us well into the can survive the night without a wind. And so if we are capping out on our capacitors, it's definitely time to build another one. But I will have to add that to the queue of things that needs to be built, right? I know we're out of spares, don't worry. We've got a little factory here. It's going to churn out some more. And 2 robots built. That's actually pretty cool. And a plant. Everyone be cheerful now. So 1 plastics. Quite a few things are demanding plastics. The robot maker is. The spares maker is. I'm going to turn that one off for now. Likewise, no, the semiconductor. No, I think I will turn that off just for now. Just want to. Well, as I say that, of course, everything gets done over here. But I will need the plastics to build the multi-dome stuff to cheer everyone up, so I don't especially mind having done that. Good job with that multi-dome. And let us put in some entertaining things for everyone to do. That's expensive, isn't it? One of those. Pull-up bar. A seat to watch people doing pull-ups on. That's pretty much where I would sit. And one of those. That's probably more than enough. Here comes a trader. What have you got for us? Oh, I could do with those. I really could. 3 of them. 65. Well, that's why we've been saving. I think I can push that down to 10. I can definitely push that down to 10. Whoops. And a bit of metal. Metal. What am I saying? I mean money. Money, you silly tiny pirate. Wow, Goliath turbine patent. That would be cool. I think I'm going to grab those as well. Just to keep things hurried along. We do have a lot of building. See, this is a good reason to do all that little saving. Send a little bit out each time. And 45% commission. I mean, it really couldn't get any better than that for us. Out you go. People, collect the stuff and take the stuff to the thing. And engineers, build the thing over here that's the thing. Good job. You know what I mean, people. And then another workshop to get rid of these vastly piling, whatever they are. Piling up of stuff. Oh, cool. 2 spares. Here they come. Anything need the spares? Not right now. I do need to remember, now that I actually have a robot, a bot workshop is a... Well, no, that's what I want. A repair station for bots is a good idea. Is going to need another semiconductor, so turn that back on. And we should see everything pop up here pretty promptly. Oh dear, goodness me, this is... Okay, wow. Okay, so it's nighttime. Nighttime's just come. We are not quite full. Thank you, Meteorite, for pointing that out. Punctuate my point. Not quite full. So we do definitely want to get onto a second metal... What am I saying? We want the metal. We want a second, third, fourth windmill. Something like that. Another windmill soon. Here we go. Now everybody. Oh, do some quick pull-ups. Yes, entertain yourselves at my expense. Yes, look, you can have a little sit. We need more chairs there. I think we do. Yeah, you guys have a sit. I wish they would face each other. Developers, if you're watching, it would be neat if these were actually facing each other so people could have a conversation. Oh, it's one metal? No, I think we'll leave it at that. That should be plenty. Let's get on with the next dome. And I really want it to be a decent sized one so we don't have to worry about it for ages. Can we fit it in neatly? We can. And it would even, yes. Oh, look at that. I love the way they run. Little hamster people, run for me. Yes. Faster. That should give us some power. That would be awesome if it just gave us a tiny amount of power. I mean, I know in real life that's kind of not going to be the case, right? I mean, if they have to work so hard they're powering something, it's probably not really exercise and fun anymore. But I think that would be neat. Developers, listen to this. Don't worry, I'll tweet them later, guys. I'll let them all know to come and listen to my pearls of wisdom because, you know, really what I say here is basically gospel, isn't it? It's very clever stuff. You have to agree. What are we waiting for? Lots of resources. Hurry up. Don't be sad. Oh, cheering up. That's what I like to see. Feeling better, aren't you? Ooh, trader. What have you got? We've still got buckets of money. Nothing useful for me. We have... what? Yeah, drop some of that again. We have so much of this coming in now. I really think that perhaps starch is your breadwinner. I should consider that for my tutorial series. Make sure that people basically just plant starch. Plate is something else. That's the metal we make here. But then again, I'm not exactly surging ahead in the food stocks, and I do have some dedicated food production in here. For example, tomato pads. So, yeah. Biodome is quite high on the list of things to make next, and I think the next biodome will be large, and it'll be devoted to producing starch, and I can just trade vast quantities of it away. You're injured. Never mind. I've got, like, 4 doctors. They're the ones who didn't die. 5 nurses, doctors. Yeah, I've got heaps of them. So we're on 26 people. I'm not quite confident in my food stocks yet. Actually, I have been occasionally selling off a bit. We're at... Okay, I'm really going to drop that. I'm going to drop that. Yep, no, that feels about right. That'll do for now. We did actually collect a guard. He's wandering around somewhere being probably fairly useless. So, okay, the obvious thing also to mention is next is probably a mine over here as well. It's on the cards, on the dance cards, so to speak. Everyone's cheered up? Ooh. I think we're getting a bit of bed congestion. And they don't like to double up in Planetbase. It'd be kind of cool if they coupled up. I mean, it's outside of the scale of the game. I get that. But, you know, it would be neat to have little baby planet bases out there. Would start feeling a little bit like Dwarf Fortress. There's been a few interesting comments. Just want to address. One of them was pointing out ways the game could be more complex. And I guess a bit more Dwarf Fortress-like. More parts, more things to produce, more production chains. I kind of agree that would be pretty neat. Because I like complexity. But I do also think that might make the game a little overwhelming. I mean, right now, there's biologist, good. It's a very tense game without requiring a great deal of kind of fluff, I guess, if that makes sense. It's very easy for games to expect... I'm going to put one of these down. I reckon our medics are going to be pretty quiet. And another one of those. Good. Right, done. It's very easy for a game to add a lot of, there's a lot of details, a lot of cruft, fluff, extra stuff, but not actually give you much in the way of gameplay. And I find this game really tense, even though you basically have 2 types of food. You need both of them. Biometal and plastic, you need both of those. And med packs, they're kind of the core currency of the game. Without them, everything goes wrong. And it's really tense just getting those balanced. So I don't think necessarily it would be the game would be benefited from having the sort of extra fluff. I think maybe one day they'll be able to do that via DLC. There's some really interesting possibilities, I reckon. But for now, quite happy with the level of complexity here. It keeps things moving. You can, at some point, once you sort of clear the core bottlenecks that the game sort of presents throughout the early and mid and even somewhat into the late game, once you clear those, you can kind of just grow massive bases without having to fiddle around endlessly with production queues and stuff, which can, they can be a bit tiring. It can be a bit depressing if the game doesn't handle it well. What have we got here? Ooh, you've got really pointless things. You've got things I would like, but can't afford. So for now, I'm going to take all the metal off you that I can, and all the plastic off you that I can. And, we'll leave that. See how we do with that. See how far we can get. Hold down that button. We have been making lots of food, haven't we? And we've got lots of starch. I think we can afford to drop that since we're buying a bunch. I don't even mind dropping that. Put everything into this. Why not? Let's do it. Actually, I kind of want that more than... Yeah, where are we? 130, 296. We can take back that and that. That I like. Right. While they're doing that, I thought I'd chat a bit more about a sort of realization I had recently, and that is that I am a systems gamer. Yes, if people talk about genres they like, and I have to say that I'm less worried about genres than I am about interesting systems. And if a game has interesting systems, then I'll be really into it. So that's why I guess look at that bottleneck. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I will fix it, I promise, guys. But I do need to get this stuff done over here. Yeah, so if a game has interesting systems, and I probably should turn off colonization for now. If a game has interesting systems, I like it. So crazy things like Dwarf Fortress, yeah, I'm into it. Games like this, for sure. Big Pharma, absolutely. Factorio, if you haven't heard of that, worth checking out. I love it. It's an amazing game. Figuring out production lines and watching it all happen, and then explaining it to your significant other and watching their eyes glaze over. Special treasurable moments. Stay with you forever, those. So yeah, interesting systems. I love. That bottleneck is ridiculous. Come on. I just need someone to come over here and actually do the job. What are you waiting for? Okay, you're waiting for a huge pile of stuff. Here it comes. So we should be able to get that up pretty quick. And then, kind of wondering how much I can. It's not gonna let me place it without it being built, is it? Oh, it is, but not anywhere useful. That's not. That's not that useful, is it? Then I should have placed it further away. You know what? Sorry, Spears. I'm gonna do that to you, but that's okay because I will be placing the next one further away. Oh goodness me! Oh my goodness! 4 size. Come on. No, I do. Unless I can squeeze in like an airlock. Yeah, well, I can't do anything until they move all that enormous pile of stuff, right? 50%. Right, never mind. That's okay. People, move things. How are we doing on everything? Spares are out. That's okay. These will start producing. Don't want it to suck up all of my spares. Don't want that to suck up all of my metal. Sorry, just don't want them to be sucking up metal and plastic. Oh, I need another. Where's the other semi? Oh, the other semiconductor will be in the robot machine, so we do actually need that on. I want a repair pad. Come on, people. Clear the space. Clear the space. Come on, we've got 2 robots now. I love it. That's brilliant. And day breaks and tons of power. Good. How's our water looking? Good. Everything everything's beautiful. Except for... Never mind. We'll just have to wait. Just rest yourself on that enormous pile of loot there. What have you got? You've got cool things that I at present can't afford because I hocked myself to the hilt with the last round of stuff. Maybe we'll just buy some... Whoa! That was a bit over the top. Bit over the top and... Oh. No, that's... I'd be okay with that. Yep. Why not? Okay, how about I wait for this bottleneck to clear and then come back to you in a moment. Welcome back, everyone. Well, I've been away for quite a while. You've been away for a few seconds. In that time, an alternate reality developed where I just couldn't place this blimmin' thing without messing it up. Basically, it would never form two connections and I faffed around for ages and then everyone died. Yeah, don't want to go into it too much. Suffice to say, ran out of power, ran out of air, ran out of water. Everything went horrible because I was fiddling around for too long, putting this down, moving it, getting these parts to be taken away, waiting. Yeah, it was kind of disastrous. So, note to self, try to be less OCD. And apologies to anyone out there who does sort of actually kind of suffer from actual problems like OCD. I know it can be a bit of a joke. And I use it a bit flippantly as a sort of discussion point. It's just the best way, I think, of describing how I play, because I do get really kind of obsessed with things being neat and tidy. As anyone who watches my Prison Architect Let's Play, which hopefully I'll finish up tonight, you'll see that there. So I've built another large turbine just to make sure we don't have any of those horrible problems happen again. And this dome is going up, which is fine. And from there, I think I'm going to just put down a large farm dome and connect the airlock off that, because you know you just can't get everything you want sometimes. Or at least I'll test where I can get a large airlock in, or a large dome. I mean, maybe this would be fine here. I don't know. We'll see. So let's get the processes in, because we are just falling way behind on metal production, let alone our plastics production. But metal in particular, that should do the trick. What do we want after that? I think a farm dome, the big one. Now, if I just put it... Well, does that... Whoa, see a shadow coming in. Is that going to be such a problem over here? Oh, look at it. Oh, I can even connect over there. I like the idea of that. I did see a line. It's going to make me crazy now trying to find it again. Well, that is amazing. Let's just wait. See what's happening here. What are you offering? Money. Well, I'll take some of your money off you. Sell some of that. Some of that. Yeah, take a bunch of money off you. That's a good commission. That's a really good commission. Kind of shame I don't have more for you, pal. Never mind. That'll do. And while you're doing that, let's fiddle around with that farm dome again. Probably could consider control center, but just want to stabilize this a bit first. I'd love to see some tourists turn up, but they don't turn up, and I suspect they won't until the colony hits a certain size. But yeah, that's fine. So I could just go right over here, nice and close, and then put the airlock off over here, just like that. That seems to make sense. Yeah, we'll tidy it all up later on when we need to worry about security. Until that time, and we're way behind on spares. We need to get that done. So let's up the priority of this. And semiconductors. Well, we'll wait for you to complete, but we don't really need you. We're just kind of waiting for semiconductor over there for the completion of this workshop. That's fine. How are we doing? Good. I'm okay with this. I'm comfortable with this. We are asking quite a lot of our people, let alone our medics, who seem to be faffing around. Yeah, you. Get to work. Make stuff. How is that looking? Off goes that. Lots of repairs needed here. That's a bit of a concern. But look. Awesome. They're already running. Brilliant. That is good. That's going to really help. Good. And a bioplastics up as well. We do need another one. Let's get that up fast. And cheer up, everybody. Have you not visited my pleasure palace over here? With the running wheels and the pull-up bars? No? Really should. It's good times. How are we looking for power in the middle of the night? Oh, high demand. That's a bit of a worry. Power is a real killer in this, which means we need more windmills, which means we need lots more spare parts. And people are coming out of the mine damaged. I should maybe crank that down. Damaged and fork disease? Really? We've got heaps of food. There's no excuse for malnutrition. And I'm going to bump the priority on that. So someone commented that why am I putting priority on all the things that require workers? Oh, there we go. Power's out. Like the processor and the disable and the mine. And that's a fair point, except I do actually have some kind of reason to my madness. I'm not sure it's a good reason. I'd need really the developers to tell me that. And what I suspect is that if I can keep my workers focused on the things they're really good at, mining and processing, then the spare guards and medics and what have you, engineers, will hopefully do the carrying. They can do that. And they can do some of the carrying of just bits of food and stuff. They won't do it as fast as the workers, but they will do it. So, yeah. I just wanted my workers to focus on the important stuff that they can do really well. Okay. Come on. Let's get that up. Get that power up. Grid. Enable. Oh, so much demand. Not enough production. Because everything needs space, doesn't it? And for this we need our engineers. They don't have anything else to do, so there really isn't an excuse not to be working on this. How many engineers do we have right now? 4 of them. Really? Guys, there's nothing else for you to do. Do you have any spare parts? No, you don't. You have a lot of metal. That's not very good. It's not a very good... Well, 25 and done? Ugh, that's terrible. I don't mind. I don't mind. We need some of this stuff. How much can we get? What can we afford to sell? Or don't really want to get rid of much more than this. Maybe one of those? 68 versus 78? Come on. 79. Alright, one more leaf. Nope, it'll have to be like that. And trade. That should at least hurry up our biodome. I know it needs a bunch of stuff, but... And over here, do we have leaf in there being... Yeah, we do have it being readied. It needs plastic, of course. Tricky. Tricky. And this episode really has been going on for far too long already. I think we will come back in the next episode and watch me fix everything. Don't worry, everything will get better. I promise. It's my promise to you. We will not have the disasters of Season 1 where spare parts ruined us. Because everything is going to be fantastic once these... look, they just need a bit of metal in them and they need to be finished. Yeah. Which means I'm going to cancel that. Yep, go pick that stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, we just need a bit of metal in there and everything's going to be beautiful. We'll have spare parts for everyone to enjoy, or we can pick them up on the next trader, I promise. Until then, I've been TinyPirate. I hope you've been enjoying our Planetbase. Good night.